Good morning! It's a lovely day here in Devon. Birds are singing, I can hear also the seagulls make me kind of want to go down by the sea. But I've got a mission to do this morning. There's been an area of woodland cleared in the permission which I call Secret Encampment. We found lots of interesting artefacts there already, including an Edward I penny from the 1200s, including medieval buckles and lots of more recent artefacts as well, going right up to sort of Victorian coins. I'm going to go up there and have a look and see. I've got an hour or so before I have to start my work, and I'm just going to go and see what I can find. But I'm actually currently in the process of seeking out a new job. I'm looking for a role in the heritage and culture sector, and it might mean that I'm a little bit less flexible with my time. I'm only looking for a part-time role, but even so it's going to probably take out 2 to 3 days a week. So I'm taking these chances where I can to just go off and explore as soon as I get the nod from the landowner, and that's what's happened today. So let's go. I think it's a day for thermal wellies today. It's sunny but cold. Right, as I get my stuff out of my car boot, you can see how close I am to this church, and literally just the other side of my car is the permission that we're going to today. My gloves are not looking so good after that dig the other day. Just being reminded how cold it is up here. I can see Dartmoor in the distance, and really it is pretty exposed. Morning! Wild garlic again, the bane of my life. Right, let's see which bit's being cleared. There's my pigsty. So this is how close I am detecting to the church. What do we reckon, about 30-40 metres? This is why I think I'm finding a lot of artefacts here. It's cold. Really cold. Let me get my detect going. It's so windy and bitterly cold. I've just found a little signal here. Might be a piece of a buckle, maybe. So this is the object. I don't really recognise it. It's almost like, maybe it's part of a, no, it won't be part of a trap, but it's very, very sharp. I'll clean it up when I get home. It's oval in shape. Hole at the top. It hasn't got the same at the other end. Like a little plate or a label maybe? I'll clean it and see. Nothing on it. I think it's just an old label. Back in the shelter of the pigsty again. Probably been going for about an hour and a half. So far it's been a little bit frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. I can't really see where the cleared area is. I mean, I can see there's quite a lot of piles of scrub and brush and stuff that's been kind of branches that have been put into piles, but I get the feeling like deja vu that I've been over this ground so many times and I haven't found anything extra really. I've got that little jaggedy bit of something, don't know what that is. I've got a label and I found a little escutcheon, you know, a little keyhole escutcheon. Tiny one, probably from either a book or maybe a little wooden box. And it looks quite old. I would imagine it's 1700s, early 1800s, something like that. But so far nothing else really is coming up. I'm going to go head up to the other end now, but unfortunately the other end is got lots of wild garlic, which is quite high, so I'm not sure I'm going to be able to detect in there without spoiling the wild garlic, which I don't want to do. So yeah, from my pigsty, just a little bit of a sort of update really. I think it's been so far fairly fruitless. However, once again I keep trying. I can probably spend another hour here, but I've got a CV to write and a job application to make, and as lovely as it is to be here in the bluebells and the fresh air, I think unless I find something really good in the next few minutes, I'm gonna head home, warm up. Finally a round thing. It's very thin. I think it's a coin. I've run out of water, so I'm just going to go and wash it under the tap. Not much to see on there. It's had the Devon treatment, I'm afraid. Whatever it was, it's now just a disc of brown. I can see what it is already. I thought this might be nice because it had a really lovely tone. It's just a window fitting, I think. Well, that was wholly disappointing. Yeah, not much to be found today. I think I've done that little section of woodland. I'm not really sure. I think I found a small area which has been cleared and some ferns and stuff are growing, but I actually think I've done it all. And I know that you'll say, well, it's never done and there'll always be more to find. And of course I did find a few scrappy bits today, but nothing of any consequence. It was lovely to get out anyway and be amongst the bluebells and the wild garlic and hear the wind in the trees. But it was cold, still cold, and we're sort of midway through April now, so by now normally I'm sunning myself down on the beach, but at the moment I'm still fully hats and coats. So well, let's just hope that next time we find something a bit more interesting, I'll get all the things that I found out at home so you can see the reality of 2 hours of detecting. And sometimes, you know, you just don't come back with loads of goodies. Well, there you have it, the fruits of my metal detecting labours. I think the best object is probably the little escutcheon or maybe that label, but it's got literally nothing on it. What I thought was maybe a coin is actually just a piece of, like a disc of metal. I don't think it's a coin. So, probably a total waste of time, I'd say. Oh dear. Never mind. I think I'll go now. I think I'll get my coat. See you on the next one. Bye bye.